So we start in this nice little town, right? And everything looking good, but this little girl getting pressed by a group of guys. And she says she hit him with the egg she just bought, but Trump got the egg prices tripping right now, so she won't. Then our main character pulls up, right? And dude swings on him. It's like, weave. So he got hands. After the fight, she comes up to thank him, but he's like, nah, these fists for the boys. That's gonna make a little more sense as we get deeper into the show. So she brings us to a shop, makes some little food, explains that the place is a little dangerous now or whatever. A lot of exposition happens. He here because he just likes to fight, and there's a school he's about to go to, and he basically wants to like take over the school. He wants to become the top guy by being the strongest and beating everybody the hell up. When he leaves the store, the dude that he beat up earlier, he came back with a bunch of friends. And dude talking, but our main character don't waste no time. He's like,
niggas think I'm fighting to save the day, but really, nigga, I just like to fight. I don't care about none of that shit. Please.
And he giving it to him too, like the whole crowd just 1v20 in their ass. Old girl see the fight and she come outside just to become a hostage real quick, but our boy too fast and he kicks him in the face. But now he got a protector, and one of the dudes takes a knife and cuts his ankle, right? And just when he thinks he's about to get overwhelmed, he got these other dudes from the school he's trying to get into, they pull up. And without making this first episode too long, they whoop everyone's ass. Sakura, our main character, he learns about the high school he's trying to enter. They be protecting the little town or whatever, and he's hype about it. So like sometime later or next day or whatever, Sakura finds herself back in old girl's shop. And she low-key flirting with him, but you see, he don't like that shit. Anyway, this dude Nide walks in with like a book or whatever. Seems like he knows a lot about the people at the school. When Sakura leaves to go to the school, he runs into Nide and he getting bullied by like some other dudes. A lot of bullying going on in this town. I don't know what's happening. All these adults and they ain't doing shit about it. Anyway, Nide can't fight that well. But it's okay, because Sakura comes in with like a Liu Kang kick and busts dude in the mouth. He makes short work of them, and him and Nide head to the school. He's all happy because him and Sakura in the same classroom. They get in there, and Sakura's like braced to fight or whatever, but everyone's kind of happy to see him because they heard the story of him beating those kids up in the street in episode 1. Except for one person who throws a chair, and we all learn from the Boondocks what happens when you throw a chair. And if you don't know, well then I could probably guess something about you, but I digress. This long-haired nigga standing here and he got pressure. Apparently dude loves the top members of the school to like a crazy degree, so he don't like that Sakura think he gonna take the top spot. And they having a dope little fight or whatever, but it's Sakura who gets the only hit in this fight. He do this little backflip kick joint that connects. And honestly, like, where the teachers at? What's happening? What kind of school is this? But before the fight can continue, the intercom starts blaring and everyone's standing at attention. It's the strongest guy in the whole school talking. He ain't really saying much, but at the end, he tells everybody to protect the town. That's like the whole point of the school. After that, the two shake hands. It's a truce for now. And the rest of the class is surprised that he actually hit the long haired dude. Apparently people don't be doing that. And this is when I found out that this is a boys show, if you know what I mean.
Boys being boys, you know what I'm saying? Maybe you just roll through and then I just grab your junk, make sure that shit's still looking funk, you know what I'm saying?
Anyway, Sakura's class goes outside. He learns of the structure of the school, 4 kings, yada, yada, yada. And this guy is the leader of like his section. And while they patrolling the town doing odd jobs and shit, they come across this underpass where this kid is getting chased by these dudes in yellow jackets. It's a rival school or whatever, so Sakura and long-haired dude jump in and kick the niggas who was chasing him. It's these two guys, and this dude in the glasses walks up. He's the second in command at that school. Glasses dude is like, yo, any nigga who loses a fight don't belong in our group, so he takes the dude's jacket off the ground that got kicked. Sakura basically calls Glasses dude a bitch, and Glasses man's like, look, I'm gonna beat your ass at a different time. Then they go back to the school and meet the leader of the school. So you think the boss will be mean and tough, but he's real like easygoing and he likes to plant vegetables. Haha, my expectations are subverted. He knows everyone's name. He laughs at things people think he'll be mad at. Real good guy type stuff. Fast forward and there's this kid outside with a megaphone, right? And apparently he beat up some kids from the school. He one of them yellow jackets. And why he look just like the crazy girl meme, bro? You know what I'm talking about. Anyway, he telling Boss Man to come down and fight him, right? So Boss Man put his jacket on and get serious, and they go down there. And Crazy Girl dude is like, yo, y'all fought us first, so now you gotta fight me, and he's real happy about it. He takes a shot at our Boss Man, but he blocks it with ease. But Boss Man shall not be provoked. And then he looks at him and is like, I want you?
Ha! Gay!
Then a bunch of yellow jackets show up. They talk shit about each other for a while, and then they decide to plan a fight. And here's how it's gonna go. 5-on-5, boss man on boss man. You got glasses on main character, half and half hair on long hair, creepy nigga on eye patch. Then eye patch calls him a cutie. I told y'all about this show. And this girl looking dude calls out our main character's like group leader. Our main guy's eating dinner later, and boss man tells Sakura that a fight can be a type of language, and that's kind of important later. All right. Next day, they pull up, and they walk right into enemy territory where they're surrounded. Honestly, if this was where I grew up, these niggas would have just been jumped. Boss man tells them it don't matter if they win or lose. So just go out there and do your best type beat. And up first is battle the hairstyles. So the yellow jacket dude calls out to our boss. And it's like, hey boss, what's the matter? And for some reason, this makes long haired dude look to the side. I don't know. It don't make no damn sense. But he uses that to try and get a cheap shot in. But our long haired brother is unfazed. He grabs his arm just like I grab my meat and then slams his head into the ground. And fight one is over. Next up is the weird dude and our eye patch guy. And eye patch guy is whooping his ass all over the floor. He like one of them guys that just uses your own moves against you and whatever the hell. I don't be knowing martial arts like that. Anyway, he get his ass whooped so thoroughly that Glasses Man's like, yo, eye patch dude, just stop. You don't need to humiliate us no more. So after that ass whooping, we got the group leader and the dude that looks like a girl up next. And it's a little tense. They got a little history or something. And it's a good fight. They're going back and forth or whatever. But I ain't never seen a nigga like catch his foot like this mid-kick. Like this motherfucker wild. And then he kicks our leader dude into the next week. But he not out yet. He gets up, and then we get some backstory. Girl looking dude was getting his ass beat by a group of bullies, because that's what happens in this universe, like everywhere, all the time, apparently. And our leader dude comes to his rescue. And so then girl dude asks him to teach him how to fight. So he does, and like he starts following our leader dude throughout most of their life, apparently. And he's like, yo, you could be great. You can go to that school and take over, and I'm gonna follow you. But our dude is like, nah, player, don't follow me. There's a guy over there that I'm gonna follow because I like what he's doing. You probably need to find your own path in life. And I guess he ain't like that. So he ended up going to the yellow jacket school just so he can become stronger and beat up the guy he used to follow. I ain't gonna hold you. This motivation kind of dumb, but it is what it is. So this fight gets settled with a back kick into an apology into a gut punch. Crazy combo if you ask me. And that makes it 3-0. We really came over here and started whooping their ass, which is crazy because they got home field advantage and everything. Now, up next, we got our main character and we got Glasses Man, but he takes the glasses off. I ain't changing his name though. And Glasses dude starts with a tackle. Honestly, this nigga should have been playing football instead of fighting. He probably can get like a scholarship somewhere. But it seems like his style is more try and get you on the ground and beat you up. Some real MMA type beat. And he kind of whooping our main character ass in them wooden shoes that ain't got no damn grip. I don't know how he's moving so fast and doing all this. Like, imagine taking this stomp to the face with those two things. He literally tried to murder him right here. Anyway, Glasses dude clearly has the upper hand at the start of this fight. But our guy starts picking it up. He getting some hits in, you know, until he gets destroyed with them little wooden feet. And Glasses dude is basically like,
oh yeah, look at you. You was popping all that good shit a second ago, then you got kicked in your chest.
But then Sakura's like, yo, all y'all do is bully little middle school kids down the alley. And like Glasses dude didn't know this. So he goes over there and like the two dudes who already lost were the ones who did it. So he beats them up and takes their jackets. Then he goes to continue the fight. But backstory, and let's try and make this quick. Glasses dude, he was getting jumped by some yellow shirts, but he beats them all up and little crazy nigga sees it. So he's like, yo, join our gang. And he does, and they have oh so much fun. And their motto's like devotion to power. And they believe whoever's the strongest, whoever's the most power is the most free, whatever that means. But one day after crazy nigga made it to the top, he's like, yo, this ain't fun no more. Like we used to have fun, but now that I'm the strong one, I don't like it. I need everyone else to get strong with me. And this dude comes back after losing a fight, and crazy boss takes his jacket and beats him up because he lost. And Glasses dude, he kind of don't like it, but he's like, man, you my nigga, so I'll tell everyone about the new regime you setting, and I'll take all the jackets for you. You just be happy. Cause you know, it's just that brotherly love, man. You do for your brother.
Boys being boys. boy.
So back at the fight, Sakura notices that Glasses dude ain't even really trying no more. And we get a little more internal monologue from Glasses boy, and he's like, yo, you know what I'm saying? All this bullshit that we did kind of roped these other guys into a fight, and he says there's no justice in it for us. So I guess he's got a good heart after all, you know what I'm saying? But Sakura's like, yo, stop being weird and get back to these hands, nigga. So Sakura attacks and he says the magic words. He says that no matter how strong the opponent is, he never averts his eyes. He's always gonna push through. And this touches like Glasses man in his nether regions or something, because he has a whole nother flashback. But we pause that flashback so you know they can show more of the fight. And it's a good fight, animated well too and all that jazz. And they both loving it, talking about how comfortable they are. It's so much fun. I've never beat off a guy while he was calling my name. You know, regular stuff you feel with the homie. So at the end of it, they both kind of about to bust at the same time. So they're like, all right, you know, one more stroke and let's end it. And mid-stroke, Glasses man's like, yeah, damn, I remember. He said he don't avert his eyes, and I averted my eyes when I was supposed to help Crazy Boss Man. I really should have fought him for that dumb shit, but I just looked away and did whatever. And he throws the fight, and Sakura wins. Naturally, Sakura's mad, but then little Crazy Boss dude comes and was like, whoa, cool, now it's my turn to fight. He's all hype. Glasses nigga tries to tell him like, yo, we shouldn't even do this. There's nothing for us here, really. And he gets kicked in the next week. Sakura about to steal off on him too. Like, how dare you just hit my new boyfriend? Yeah, you didn't just see us beat each other off? That's my boo thing. But our boss man steps up and is like, yo, chill, my nigga, I'll handle it. Now, Crazy Boss nigga reiterates, yo, y'all got so many tough guys over there. It looks fun. I want the fun. I'm gonna beat you up and steal your school. And then they go at it. And while it's happening, our boss is like, basically like, yo, you don't even understand why you so weak, right? There's no way I'm about to lose to you. Now, Crazy Boss Man is getting some hits in, right? But our boss really is just eating him like it's nothing. And he tells him it's because your fists have no weight. You ain't fighting for nothing. So Crazy Boss Man goes like even crazier. And he's on top of our boss man, like punching him like crazy, right? And our boss man is like unfazed. Them punches ain't hurt at all. You're like, yo, I'm sorry. I didn't even mean to make you mad, really. And then Crazy Boss Man, he just can't take it no more. And like he goes down and bites him in the neck. And our boss man's response to that is to like hug him while he being straddled. I don't know what I'm even watching anymore. And let's get to the end of it. Basically the fight over, right? He headbutts him and then we get like some deep flashback, self-searching type shit. Crazy Boss Man used to have fun with all his friends and then he kind of left his friends to be stronger and now he's realizing that he needed his, you know, the typical anime stuff. Glasses dude is there crying like, yeah, I shouldn't have left you and it's partly my fault, and they crying and I don't know. It's like half the episode and I feel like it dragged on a little too long personally. But cool, we got it squared away, everyone's happy. Them niggas lost 0 for 5, they trash, booty cheek, straight buns, whatever. And Crazy Boss goes to give his jacket to our boss like, yo, you won, take care of all my people. But our boss is like, nigga, I don't want that shit, yo trash ass friends, boy, get that shit out of here. But really you said, oh my God, we're all friends now, everyone, and yeah, I'm gonna just let that slide for now. Just know I ain't like it. And so after all that, I shit you not, well, I guess I don't need to shit you not, because this is a recap, so you more than likely already seen the show. These niggas have a picnic. They was all talking shit, beating each other ass this whole season, and right after, they have a picnic on the roof. And you know what? Nothing important was said up here, really. Nothing I need to cover. It's really not that important to the overall plot. Just know that everyone's all happy now. Another half the episode gone, our boys leave and go back to our own school. And the yellow jacket niggas are like now on the right path, hooray. So back on their own turf, they pull up to old girl little cafe. And there they all laugh at Sakura because he thought the conversation with the hands thing meant the hands is actually talking. But nah, that's not the case, obviously. And this is where Sakura kind of learns his logic is flawed, you know what I'm saying? He's been like a solo dolo dude since forever, always beating people up and being a loner and relying on his own strength. But Boss Man and what he learned from the fight with Crazy Boss dude is that, you know, you need everyone to help propel you forward. And he even tells Boss Man that he came here to whoop his ass one day and take the top spot. Then they kind of have him reflect on everything that's happened so far and realize that he has been relying on other people. Nice and wholesome. So next day they pull up at school and we get some new characters. We get Afro Man and a wife beater, and obviously this pink hair dude's gonna be important too, because his hair pink, obviously. Muscle Guy takes him to his little favorite muscle restaurant, which isn't weird at all. And pink hair pulls up like separately with this little girl with him. And a little later, they start annoying pink hair dude. So he grabs the old girl and is like, yo, let's go somewhere else. These niggas is lame. But then they hear a whole bunch of commotion outside. And pink hair dude realizes that like he was kind of helping the girl away from all these guys because they were scaring her or whatever. So naturally, a whole fight finna break out. Afro Man and pink hair doing some weird shit, and they finna get attacked, so Sakura kicks the dude to start it off. Now, muscle guys like Zangief, of course, he pulls out a German suplex real quick. And pink hair dude, he's like got some chi or something he be using, I don't know. And Eye Patch Guy's just a chill guy. Anyway, they beat all their ass, of course, and send old girl on her way. They briefly mention Grade Captain here after the fight, and then we get this running joke where Sakura doesn't know how to use a phone because he ain't never had no friends or nothing. Haha. He even gets old girl number, and he don't want that shit. He's here for the boys. Alright, so yeah, Grade Captain's kind of like the leader of the class, even though that don't matter because they don't even got like a teacher. So I don't know why they're even in one specific classroom. Nothing about this place makes sense. Long story short, they all pick our main character because he's the main character. And everyone's like, yo, good luck, we got your back, yay. Now, the next part of this episode is about finding a lost cat. This lady lost her cat, and they do a bunch of running around trying to find it. He sees this other grade captain who's been there before telling his subordinates, I guess, what to do. And they find a cat, who cares? But Sakura goes up to the other grade captain and is like, yo, you became a captain because there was something you wanted to do, right? Because Sakura's trying to find that in himself right now. And dude's like, nah, man, they wanted me to be the captain. Really, I ain't got shit. I'm not good at this like this nigga or good at this like this other dude on my team. I'm actually the one always relying on them. And this is the biggest revelation to Sakura ever. Like, you would think this nigga just realized that the earth goes around the sun and not the other way around. Shout out to Orb, by the way. Anyway, back at school, there's a thing on the announcements for the grade captain and they like first and second lieutenants or whatever to meet up on the roof. And of course, Sakura has Nere and the eye patch dude. And Nere is like, yo, I'm really good at remembering all type of shit about everyone. And eye patch guy's like, yo, I'm a good negotiator. So those are two things that Sakura has to rely on. Up here is also where we get a first look at the whole four kings of Fear and High and their secondaries. We don't really need to know anything about all of them yet. Up here, Boss Man's like, yo, thank y'all for coming. I'm relying on all of you guys this year, yada yada. They have like a little powwow or whatever, they talking, nothing happens. Anyway, later they patrolling and these dudes in these kind of fire ass hoodies pull up on them. But they weird. They look at our group and like, y'all aren't the guys we're looking for. And they turn away. They from a group called Kill, but I ain't never gonna remember that. So they just gonna be white hoodies. Then in the alley nearby, a lady finds one of their classmates with his ass beat. He lies about why he's gotten beat up and everyone knows it's a lie, whatever, and he leaves the place. Sakura follows him and sees him talking to this girl, right? And he basically says that they had another friend, the three of them, and they was all cool, but the other friend went to the white hoodie group. And he's determined to get them out because he says they're dangerous, but it's a personal matter, so he can't rely on the school. So dude walks off and Sakura pops up and demands that the girl tell him what happened. And of course she did, because she's like one of three women in this show and they're all like plot props and not actual people or characters. And she explains to him that, they all grew up together, like I said, and then in high school they went separate ways. And now the dude that we see from our high school, he said he saw someone purse snatching, so he went and stopped them. And when he took off their white hood, it was they boy. And he ain't like that, so he's gonna go try and save his friend. Real admirable. Back at school the next day, someone brings a letter in for our dude that got beat up. And he sees it and he takes the fuck off. But Sakura gives chase too. Sakura stops him, is like, yo, I already know everything that's happened from old girl. And they look at the picture and it's his friend getting his ass beat up by his own people. And it's like, yo, come to the abandoned shipyard. And he gives a little more backstory. It's like, yo, I went back to where I saw him stealing that shit. And when I did, his own group was beating him up. So he went in to try and save him, but his boy slapped his hand away. And then they beat him up. That's how he got beat up in the first place. Anyway, the whole class come down like, yo, nigga, we a team. We finna go with you. We finna go whoop some ass. So now the whole class is off to this abandoned shipyard while the credits is playing. And like, how far is this shipyard? Like, this supposed to be a whole town. Are they just gonna walk? They don't got no bikes or nothing. I ain't seen a single nigga riding a bike. And where are the adults? Like, a teacher, principal, something? This damn anime don't make no